He's already getting the tape. Hilarious. Yeah, establish your crime scene, fat boy, and then we'll do whatever you want.
YouTube has brought about this new generation of cop watchers.
I'm telling you right now, you're interfering with our crime scene.
Some of them call themselves First Amendment auditors.
Come on!
Stay here.
Here, hold this.
You don't want none, dude.
Come on, come arrest me.
Be sort of a fly on the wall and bear witness and hold the police accountable.
We can play this all day. We can play this all day long. What are you gonna do now? You're gonna block my camera and his camera?
I can't.
I know. F out of here, dude. Clown. Clown. Get out of here. Take that United States flag off your uniform. You don't believe in the First Amendment? Huh?
I don't believe so. Hey man, I'm just trying to do a quick investigation.
Hey man, I'm just trying to film.
I get it. Okay.
Back this heathen out of here.
You're just trying to make sure I'm safe.
Hey,
okay?
look,
That's all.
these are what, 5 feet? That's 5, 10, 15, 20.
The story is about a new and very online generation of cop watchers who engage with members of the public and also public servants and mainly police officers, sometimes antagonistic ways, in order to sort of flex their First Amendment freedoms.
You really need to brush up on the First Amendment and what the freedom of the press is. You really do. You really do. You really do, because I feel like you're not understanding. Understanding is a very comfortable place. It eases your mind and you can float through life a lot easier, trust me.
Okay. The first organization that was dedicated specifically to cop watching, many people believe, is Berkeley Cop Watch in California. That organization was dedicated to being a witness to police interactions in Berkeley.
Oh, he watches my videos.
So you'll see a lot of modern cop watchers and some of the most popular auditors and cop watchers on YouTube filming in ways that many people consider intrusive.
It's Officer Salmon and he just touched me.
Salmon, like the fish?
Yeah.
They're pretty and pink. How you doing, boys? Got everyone out here tonight? What are they pinching you for?
They said that he matches the description of someone they're looking for.
Oh.
And then the conversation with that officer, the back and forth, is sort of the draw of the video and the genre. One of the more controversial auditors online is Christopher Ruff. He describes himself as a citizen journalist, and his focus is on impoverished communities where he believes gentrification is happening at a rapid rate, and the police are the tip of the spear of that effort. Christopher Ruff goes out at night, often with an entourage of folks, looking for police interactions, and he films them from up close until the police tell him to move back, and that almost always creates a conflict between him and the officers.
Huh? All of this stuff? It's like trash to me.
That's that guy's property.
What?
If you want to go that way or go that way, but we got to work here, my friend.
Right here, where I'm standing?
No, if you want to go back either behind that van or what's that?
We're getting close.
Yeah, you're in my scene, my friend. So if you can back up for me.
Stop getting close to me.
Back up. You're in my
You
scene.
got me like backed up against the wall right now.
Yep.
Back
So
the
you
fuck
can
up.
go
I
that
wanna
way.
go
Back
that
up.
way. What's your name, grandson?
Officer Nardini, 22270. So I'm gonna give you a
Where's
warning.
your supervisor
If you
at?
don't back up, I'm gonna arrest you for delay and obstruct.
Delay and obstructs.
Yes,
Move.
that is correct.
You said go that way or go that way?
I'm telling you to go
going
that
this
way now.
I want to go this
You're
way.
walking through my scene. No, you're not. Go away. It's pretty simple.
Yeah, I'm far enough now.
A little bit further, just past that white line. Nope, just
close,
behind that white line.
Dude,
is
that's
all I'm gonna
arbitrary. You know that, right?
have. That is where I feel comfortable.
Okay, look. Call your supervisor now. Call your supervisor.
All right. Right
Call
there.
your supervisor.
I'll call him. If you come any
Shut the
closer,
up
if you
and
come
call
any
your
closer, you're going to
supervisor.
be arrested for
Shut
delaying
the
obstruction.
f up and call your
I'm glad we have some
supervisor.
understanding.
Call your supervisor. Hey, call your supervisor. Supervisor. Are you gonna call a supervisor? What's your name and your badge number?
1026422. All right, you can walk through there now if you want.
You can suck my you punk little bitch.
That was evidence. Evidence that went to the trash can.
Yeah, this dude just threatened me with arrest over some shit he was gonna put in the trash can. Look at this punk. Dude, you're a
You gotta stop following me. And keep following me around, you're gonna end up going to jail.
Oh yeah, for what?
Delay and obstruct.
Delay and obstruct. After you already got somebody in the car, you idiot.
We got more than one car. We got more than one.
Yeah, go ahead. I'll be talking to Glover about your dumb ass. You clearly don't know who I am. You need to wait here for your supervisor.
Stop
Dude,
following me.
you need to back up, dude.
You keep walking up on me like that, you're gonna go to jail.
For
I'm not
what?
joking.
It's not illegal to follow you. Name an ARS.
22-6, Tempe City Code, delay and obstruct.
You're not doing anything that I'm delaying you
Walk
for.
back to my car.
I'm not in front of you. I'm behind you. That's not delaying you.
No, but it's dangerous.
Dude,
Stop.
your fucking ADD isn't my problem. Officer safety, what's the ARS for that? Man, you made a big mistake tonight, buddy. Fucking cowards, dude. Hey, this little midget is so scared of his own shadow, bro. You're Officer Big Papa, and these are your boys, huh? You're the one that beats his wife. The 40% that they say on the news, that's you, right? Or no, it's your boyfriend. You like to beat your boyfriend, right? Yeah. You look like the beater. The tiny little man Napoleon complex. I know the type. Hey, without these two guys here, that uniform, your gun, and your qualified immunity, I promise you wouldn't talk to me like that. I promise you, bro. You would not talk to me like that. You wouldn't. I could see it on your face. So why are we doing it? Because it's obvious that the police do not know how to do their job correctly. It's outlined in policies, procedures, and law very specifically over the course of over 100 years we've been doing this. Let's roll.
Christopher and his ilk inspired legislation last year in Arizona that sought to create a concrete distance from which folks could film police.
A new state law now makes it illegal to record an officer within 8 feet.
My bill balances the need to protect police officers from danger and to preserve evidence from being destroyed or discarded with the recognized constitutional right of people to film police officers performing their duties.
Kavanaugh has made changes to the bill, reducing the distance someone can record police from 15 to 8 feet, and allowing a person to video record their own police encounter. But the ACLU says even with the changes, the law is still unconstitutional.
It is still an unconstitutional limitation on the very clearly established First Amendment right of members of the public to record police.
The bill goes before the Senate Rules Committee Monday. If it thinks it's constitutional, the full Senate will decide it later in the week. On its journey through the legislature, only Republicans have voted for this bill. Mark Phillips, ABC 15, Arizona.
The bill's sponsor says his intent is to prevent police from being distracted at crime scenes, but so-called cop watchers say it violates their First Amendment rights. ABC 15 investigator Melissa Blasius talks to two of them who say the law won't change what they do.
They're just creating a law right now just to control us because they don't like what we're doing.
Chris Ruff has millions of views on his DirectD YouTube page, and Darian Barrett's from Tempe Against Police Violence.
Mine's rolling too, you're live streaming.
Some may find their actions annoying and disrespectful.
I'm going right here. I'm going next to the police cars.
If you refuse to listen to us, you're going to go to jail.
But the cop watchers say that their actions, using their cell phones to videotape police out on the streets and even to argue with officers, are protected by the First Amendment's freedom of speech, freedom of the press, and freedom to protest.
It's my constitutional right to film the police. I'm going to film them regardless because we don't need another incident like George Floyd that's not caught on camera.
In 2016, there was no video when a Tempe police lieutenant fatally shot not Dalvin Hollins. That was Darian's best friend. And that's why he's a cop watcher today. He doubts an 8-foot rule would fix anything.
Do you get right up in officers' face? Do you get this close to them while they're trying to do their work?
No, they come up that close. I stay where I'm at and they come that close. Why are you guys pushing back the camera?
Their videos show officers adding police tape to keep cop watchers way further back.
Move. Don't touch me, dude. Hey, no.
Occasionally pushing them, even arresting Chris. Cop watchers say they're undaunted to make policing transparent and accountable.
Now they have to do things by the book because they're filming them. Not only do we know it, but we're putting it online for tens of thousands of people to pick apart their actions.
Now they're putting the legislature and the governor on notice if the recording prohibitions become law.
I intend to get arrested for it and challenge it on purpose.
Chris says he's willing to take it all the way to the Supreme Court.
The Reporters Committee for the Free Press sued, and the state's attorney declined to defend the constitutionality of that law. So it is not being enforced in Arizona at this time, but there are a number of states that have written up similar legislation, some of which has passed, some of which is in debate right now, that seek to do many of the same things legislators were trying to do in Arizona. I think understanding this new generation of cop watchers and First Amendment auditors gives us a window into how the American public's relationship has changed with policing in the years since George Floyd was killed, and really in the digital age where we've seen this explosion of video that depicts what a police officer's job is like.
I mean, I don't know how else to explain it to you other than it's a weaponization of your feelings towards government, the police. The majority of you that are sitting in here right now that have subscribed to my channel because of the cop watching that I used to do, you're a perfect example. You're here because of how you feel about the cops, probably locally in Arizona or nationwide, wherever you're at in America. You initially, most of you initially subscribe because of that. That in and of itself is a weaponization or a manipulation, not intentionally, but a manipulation of a specific group of people that feel a certain way about the cops and the government, all congregating on my channel because they believe that I'm out there holding them accountable. Do you understand how that works? This is psychological shit that we're talking about. So when all of you believe that that's what you're here for, and then I start going to dispensaries and shit, I'm still calling it activism, and how am I holding the government accountable or promoting the first, how are you promoting the First Amendment by creating controversy and conflict? With normal people. With the government, it's different. You expect the government to respect your rights and understand them. When you show up at a public building or a traffic stop and the cops say something crazy, you should be justified in getting upset, stupid. How do you not know about the First Amendment? It doesn't work the same when you go to a dispensary. When those people are like, what are you doing? And then you're like, stupid. It's like, bro, when did you learn that you had the right to do that shit? And as soon as you learned about it, you picked up a camera and went out and started recording, and now you expect everybody else to be on the same page as you. Do you know how dull you are? Most of the people that have channels, they started this in their 30s and their 40s. It's not children really that are doing this for the most part. It's older people. And now all of a sudden you just expect people that are your age or younger to all of a sudden understand some shit that you didn't even get until you were in your 30s and your 40s. What? Do you get it? It doesn't make sense to me. If this isn't activism, it's a grift. It's a giant grift, and it's meant to manipulate the way you feel to get views. Like he said, it's a competition to get views. Views is how you make money on YouTube. It's not through super chats. It's not subscribers. It's views. You have to have conflict or dialogue of some value that people want to watch to rack up the views, which means every 1,000 of views, you're getting anywhere from $1 to $12 to $20. So every 1,000 views you put on somebody's video, they're making money. They don't give a fuck about your rights. They don't care about the First Amendment. That's why they're at a dispensary. They're not where they're going to go somewhere and actually have to get arrested. It's easy to deal with some crazy old guy coming at you and pepper spray him. Much easier than a cop that has the authority to grab you and put you in cuffs and take you to jail for the night. That's why you avoid that shit. You only want money. It's not about promoting activism or promoting the First Amendment at all. It's about finding the conflict at the lowest hanging fruit place to make your money, to make your views for your competition. It's not really me crashing out, guys. I know that it might come off that way because I'm a little harsh with the way I say some things, but at the end of the day, I actually give a. There's so many problems in my own state. Like, if you encompass all the states and think about it, like it's America's dude, and you're at a dispensary. I'm just some crybaby on the internet, though. What do I know? You would abuse your authority if I exercise my right. Whatever. I don't personally care what you sentence me to. I'm appealing everything today, so it's going to freeze whatever you sentence me to, and we're just going to kick it to a higher court. Because clearly this one is corrupt.
They turning our communities to hot blocks. Yeah, they got Glocks, handcuffs, and badges. They swearing that they hot shots. They want to lock us and throw away the stop. Watch, you know Direct D will show you how to cop. Watch, cop, watch. Record them when a cop stops. And ignore the pig chatter when a cop talks. You don't need a top-notch camera, just a cop watch. You gotta know your rights or you lose them. So we cop, watch.